6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are doing Bring Your Tactics today. Yes, as we do every Wednesday, we bring the tactics into the show. We give them a run. I saw you guys come up with some brilliant tactics, man. So this is the show I like to call Bring Your Tactics. Chance for you to bring in your tactics for a different point of view. Now, some of these tactics we'll be playing through them, right? We will play the tactic for 45 minutes, and then we'll let your tactic do its stuff for 45 minutes, and then I will take over in the next 45. Sometimes your tactics are great and they don't need any changes, and you will hear me saying it. We'll be looking at the transitions to see how the tactics play out. Sometimes we'll try different things out. Sometimes it's about the weaknesses of that tactic, what we can do to address them. Maybe even look at key positions that we need to substitute during games, small tweaks that we can do. Yes, we do it all on this show. Now, this is not a review. We don't go in and go like, I'm rating this tactic 1 out of 10. No, that doesn't happen. Okay. So you can bring in any tactic, preferably something that you're playing. Yes, we've had those kind of tactics too. Tactics that people aren't playing. They go like, I just want to know what this tactic is like. And I'm like, dude, seriously? I'm not a reviewer of tactics. So yes, ideally they should be your tactics. And if you're on the show, we'll open up the link for everybody. I've got a few tactics in already, and we're gonna give them a go. Yes. This is, we're using Atletico Madrid. We have been using Atletico Madrid with Bring Your Tactics this season. Yeah, as you can see, kind of crazy some of these tactics didn't do so well. So they did okay at the start. Some of you guys were bringing some nice tactics. I think this one, Sevilla. What tactic did we use here? Somebody brought in a 4-3-3, which was very nice. Okay, so now we're going to come in here. We're going to bring in some tactics. We're going to give it a go at 14 days time. Sheesh. Okay, so we'll just chat first, give you guys some time to bring in the tactics. We might start a new save because it's April, man. There aren't many matches left. There aren't many games. We'll have to start a new save. Which club do we pick? Then we'll have the holiday, do the whole thing all over again. We pick random clubs all the time. Idea here is we don't want to pick a club that is in Division 5 or whatever, low, right at the bottom. There's no point, right? Thing is, you always need players, the right kind of players for your tactical system. Okay, there's no two ways about it. And then, the funny thing about this, another thing here is, sometimes you want to play a tactic, right? You're thinking, I'm a weak team, I want a low block, low line of engagement. Yeah, sure, go ahead, do it. But don't complain if you lose matches. Weak teams also believe in the adage, attack is the best form of defense, right? Because you try to play to your strengths as well. I mean, if your defense isn't the best in the land, why are you playing to your defense if it's not the best? So sometimes when you want to do a low block as well, you got to look at the defenders to see whether they can pull off a low block, because they're going to have to win headers in the air. Your keepers have good aerial reach and handling reflexes because he's expected to deal with a lot of crosses. So if you have none of the above, why in the world are you doing playing a low block? So sometimes a low block good teams play low blocks as well. Real Madrid played a low block against Liverpool. Yes, Champions League, they knocked us out with a low block. Yeah, so, alrighty, let's go. First up, let's see what we got. Some tactics. I'm just going to go into the view here. Okay, these are the three. I'll put the link in. I have to actually open up Dropbox on the other side. Okay, so I can give you guys the links as well. File request, where are you? Yes, apparently my trainer seems to like torturing me right now. He's having a lot of fun. He's having a lot of fun. Today he tortured me, but he's very happy that he's torturing me because he says because I am running a lot better now. Yeah, so all good. The torture is good, except nowadays when I wake up, I'm like, I want to go to the gym. I'm like, oh my God, do I need to do this again? Yes, if you want to be around for a long, long time for your kids, yes, you stay fit. Okay. Enough of that Mickey Mouse shit. Don't talk about yourself so much. Okay. Copy the link. Okay. I'll put this link into chat later. I just want to get that ready. Okay. My recommendations for your tactic from last week work wonders. Thank you, Mr. Sean Scully. How are you guys doing, man? I should say hello to all of you. Not jump into the show straight away. What kind of a host am I? That's a terrible host. I know nothing about streaming, okay? All right, I used to do written content on the SI forums a long time ago. Then, SI forums, sometimes people get to be a bit dogmatic, my way or the highway kind of thing. And then, you tell them, hey, you know what ball into box can be used with pass into space? They go, no, these are contradictory instructions. I'm like, dude, seriously, play the game first. Or how about 4-3-1-2 when I used to play overlaps and underlaps? So they go like, no, you can't use overlaps and underlaps with a system that doesn't have wingers. I'm like, what is wrong with you? This is a game. I want to have fun. I want to create all kinds of tactics. Never allow other people to dictate the way you want to play the game. Okay, because the rules are made to be broken. Okay, enjoy yourself. So the thing is, the most important thing about making a tactic is this. As long as the instructions make sense to you. Okay, they make sense to you, yes. As long as they also, you can get players to do the things that you want them to do on the pitch. All right, you got to get roles in support. Like, sometimes you guys are talking about, I want to do a flank overload. All right, man. Okay, flank overloads are really simple. Put more support duties to one side of the pitch. Focus play on one side of the pitch, you got flank overload automatically. I mean, they gave us the focus play to give us a flank overload. Use it. So they're all there. So I have fun when you make tactics. Okay, let's go, man. So Mr. Chico, how are you, sir? Andy, God Spurs. Sean Scully, I say hi to you already. Captain Knock. Hello, how are you, man? So you're using my scramjet tactic in the lower leagues and it's smashing everyone. Yeah, I know. It's a very, very, very strong tactic. Yeah, very, very, very strong. Right now, my strongest tactics, I got 3, Monty Python, scramjet, and blindside. All 3 tactics, 3 clear-cut chances per game. It's just devastating. And then FM Guru has this 415, and I kind of got inspired by his 415 and create an alternate version. Yeah. Okay. All right. The Holy Forum Inquisition. Exactly, man. Okay. All right. So here we are. This is not the tactic. Okay. Let's not save this. Ooh la la. It's not my tactic. I don't save other people's unless I feel compelled to, because I'm so impressed with some of your tactics. I might want to. I think there've been 2 tactics. I was so impressed with them. I got inspired by your tactics to go and make my own. All right, let's go. Look, okay, we've got a 4-2-3-1 DMAFC. Once again, what do? We just look at the tactics first. Okay, any PIs? Oh my goodness, I like you, man. Simplicity is an art form few have forgotten how to use. All right, cool. All right, no PIs. Okay, is it wrong? Of course not. When you play with no PIs, you're basically giving the players more latitude, right, in those positions to do the things they want to do. Okay, that's all. There's no such thing as, because remember, play instructions do not change the way the player plays for 90 minutes. It's a tendency to do something. Everything in this game is a tendency to do something. Okay? All right, that's very important to remember because it will happen sometimes, not every time. So we've got a winger here, nice. Wing back coming this way. Volante chugging along with 3 roles that are going to give him plenty of support. A wing back, a DM supporting inside forward. Okay, I mean, it's a very standard, safe tactical system. I don't see it being, too, out there, as in there's something wrong with it. I think with a good team, it should perform okay. It's not going to be spectacular in the goal scoring department. I don't think so. Because it's top heavy. You're basically playing high up the pitch. You need good players. You're not doing anything to stop. When you do a stop cross, these guys will come back and help you defend sometimes. So that's something that you might want to try. Prevent shot goalkeeper distribution is nice. I mean, with high presses, basically you can use prevent shot goalkeeper distribution even with a low block. I mean, nothing is going to stop you. If it's top heavy, you can still do it because you have players who are higher, position higher. But if you got like a low defensive line and prevent shot goalkeeper distribution and a low block, then I don't think it's a good idea because your players are still going to be further away from the opposition players. This doesn't make sense. So prevent shot goalkeeper distribution ties in a lot more to your defensive line. So if you have a high defensive line, yeah, why not? Okay, so, okay, I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. It's a very standard tactic, actually. Let's just try it out. We just put in those players and see how they perform, eh? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Andy. Well, I was just about to post the link and you all say, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Wait, I have to make sure that their Discord tactics are handled as well. So we got another one coming in from Discord. So download this. Once I clear the Discord tactics, we'll go to all the other tactics. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. If we finish the show a bit earlier because I got to pick up the kids, I got to come back, then we'll do, that Scramjet inspired Napoli with Scramjet right now, right? Okay, whoa. It cannot be key highlights. Because every time I play key highlights, we can't see the transitions. Now, most games you can play on extended highlights. When you want to see how tactics is performing the first time, you can watch it on comprehensive highlights, but please, you don't need to watch it on full highlights. You're going to get confused. So this is us attacking. I mean, this is just a throw in. Yeah. You might get a lot of these 1-0 scorelines because it's top heavy, but a lot of it will depend on your individual quality of your players. These kind of tactics, which are very, they're not, how do I put it? Okay, first up, you don't have like a flank overload. Okay. I'm not saying you need one, but it doesn't have one, right? So, okay, this interesting thing here is there's this goal. You know why this goal happened? Okay, this player here, the widest player, right? When he's in this position, he holds up the ball. Right? He's looking for a run he's looking for runs underlap, right? Now, don't get into a position where you think underlap is one of the bad instructions. It's a brilliant instruction, okay? So, this guy is holding on to the ball. He's looking for a run of a player who is here running towards goal. Okay, so he's holding up the ball looking for inside runs. So he got one inside run there. Griezmann doing the inside run. So that's an underlap. That's how underlaps work. So whenever you use an underlap on a wide player, this wide player is going to hold up the ball looking for somebody making those kind of runs. And we found somebody doing that run, which was the shadow striker, which is good. You might, to give this tactic a bit more, I mean, there's nothing to change, honestly. I'm struggling to think of things to change. But it's not a bad tactic. It's pretty solid. I mean, it's a very decent tactic. Right? So I would leave it. Okay, if you wanted to like make the focus the inside forward all the time, maybe you had a focus play to the right that will shift the guys in the center towards the right. But if you don't really keep the ball very well, then it'll just make this flank vulnerability. So whenever you use a focus play instruction on one side of the pitch, it does make the other side a vulnerability. If you don't create chances there, you don't get players to score the goals. We'll try that in the second half, man. Yeah, I haven't uploaded the tactics yet. If you're on the Discord, it's in the bring your tactics, right? Oh, I haven't got Discords. It's up there. Right at the top, there's a link in the channel. Just have to drop it in there straight away. Okay, because I will play with all the tactics from Discord. Yeah. So this is not bad. It's working. I'm gonna get. Yeah, it will be very fast. Don't worry. Yeah. I try my best to cover as many tactics as possible. I just cover the guys on the Discord first. Yeah. See, you see this? You don't need the focus play, right? Because, okay, this is the reason why I like whenever you use a volante, right? Match the duty. So he's on support, so you got support here. It's brilliant. I like this because the volante is always going to have support, especially considering the fact that these three are not interested in helping out. Okay, they're not. No, they're just going to go running, man. Yeah, they're just going to attack the box. So you got a natural like how do I put it? You got a natural overload on one side of the pitch. I mean, it's not really an overload, but you got more players on that side of the pitch. Spotting play. So I think we've seen enough of this. This tactic doesn't need many changes, man. I'll just leave it the way it is. So it's going to do well. You get the right kind of players. The wing back is going to be important in this tactical system. They're going to bring the ball up. If you don't have wing backs who can't cross the ball, they tend to pass the ball a lot more. So this is something that you want to bear in mind. This tactic, the wing backs are going to be central to you pushing up sometimes to the tactic. You see that? Look, the tactic is nice. You need the players for this kind of a system. Your advanced forward likes to break offside trap. Whatever you do in life, if you play advanced forward, get somebody who likes to break the offside trap. It's a sweet thing to have because he always positions himself like that and he's looking to do those kind of runs. So he attacks the box that way. So you're going to feed him a lot of nice little balls into the space and he's going to go on. I don't see anything that I need to change. I mean, anything I change here is more like, no, really, I don't want to change anything in this tactic. I think it's a good tactic, man. It's a very good tactic. I don't want to change anything. It's good. It's really good. I like this. Okay, I mean, maybe you're playing a top draw side, you know, like a top side. What can you do if it's a top side, right? Okay, let's assume you're playing a top side. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of right now. Okay, I'm playing a top side, right? top. No, I mean, like, you know, this is not Mallorca anymore. It's Real Madrid. What do I do? Okay, I got to think of how to play against Real Madrid. And this is not Real Madrid. Okay, distribute to flanks. Distribute quickly. Okay, all right. There's no player or defense. Ball playing defender. Okay, let's try this. Top side, right? If it's the top side and I'm thinking of doing something simple, this is what I'll do. Okay, slightly different, right? Top side, I'm adding take more risks on the wing back, or maybe even complete wing back. You can go with those roles. Complete wing back is actually a good role to use. We'll just change it to complete wing back. Just see what happens. Okay, all right. So now I don't play out the back anymore. Maybe this is a top team. They're much better than us, and I'm thinking of how am I going to beat this top team. Okay, this is what I would do. I would ask this guy to ping one over the top. I won't play our defense. I'll distribute to the flanks, considering the fact that we have all these roles on the flanks. And then on the 60th minute, you make the same substitutions every single game. Yeah, I know it's going to get boring. Okay, but these are the same substitutions you're going to make every single game. Yeah, okay, that's it. These are the first 4 that you make. Those 4. Because the 2 in the middle control the center for you, right? Okay, the 2 on the flanks help you defend. Go up the pitch and support play, and come down the pitch and help you defend. All right. Now, when those 4 get tired, that's when you start conceding goals. All right. So those are the 4 that you want to focus on. And then now you just sit back and just put balls over the top. I mean, then if I wanted to look at maybe the inside forward. Yeah. So now all you do is, just relax, man. There's no player or defense. So when I remove player or defense, these 2 DMs don't drop so deep. Simplicity. This is a simple way of playing. So the reason why I added, so remember the changes I made here, right? Dribble less on this guy, take more risk and dribble less. Why take more risk only on this player? Because we want him occasionally to try one down the line. Why did I not put it on this player? Because I want these 3 to connect, have nice passing triangles. Yeah, so after this we can watch we can see the analytics. So after a game, check the analytics to see how your players have played. Oh shucks, I didn't do that. Yeah, all right, okay. Apparently I said the wrong things to them. They're all going home upset with me now. Yeah, all right, we'll clear all this. And then we'll decline. And then whatever. Holy cow, we really didn't bother looking. We have never bothered once checking their whatever. Okay, so let's go down here. 4-0. Watch this, read this analytical data. Go to teams, come to passes, come to this team, pass combinations. This is what I expected to see. Remember what I said about the right side? You got lots of nicer passing triangles. What do we see here? Exactly what I want. I knew was going to happen here because you got Volante, a wingback on support. These are all support duties. You're going to keep the ball very effectively on the right side of the pitch. You see, you don't see very much links between these 2 players, right? I mean, you do see some between these 2. You can see this link here, right? But you don't see as many here. But this guy wants he's gonna come in and be a nuisance. I mean, if you do an overload this side, he'll come in to try and help you score. I think this is a good tactic. Don't change, man. Brilliant. Okay, would you use a CMW in the attacking version, not playing against the top team too? Yeah, I would use you could use a CWB, complete wingback in all the setups. Yeah, I think you can. Can you make a Bayern flick tactical replication in FM? I think I did a Bayern Hansi flick for Bayern. I thought I did that on this. I thought I did that, right? I did that. I think the same settings apply. Yeah, Hansi flicks Bayern. I did that a while ago. Yeah, on the channel. Yeah, and maybe change it. I don't think you need to change the DM to defend. No, you don't need to, because you got two DMs. If you make one DM defend, then you're actually making your tactic very defensive. All right. Instead of making it very defensive, what you do is you do those changes I just suggested you do. Instead of player defense, you do a quick distribution to the flanks because you got stronger players there. Instead of still playing out defense, that kind of thing. Yeah. Because I think the weakness for most people is they think that when I want to get more defensive, I have to turn this into a defend duty. You don't really need to. You see, your things that are going to attract the press are this, player defense, this against a better side. These are the two things you don't need. Right? Against better sides. Better sides, you lose the ball with work ball into box quite a lot. And you don't even need work ball into box, right, to generate high possession. You don't need to. I mean, if your tactic is good, you're better players, you should be able to do it easy. See, the width just encourages us to use the flanks more. So you see most of these players in the game a lot more. All right. He's playing narrow and focusing middle effectively, doing the same thing. Okay. If you're playing very narrow, I don't see why you need to focus play to the middle. Focus play to the middle brings the central midfielders closer together, right? And then you are going to see more passes in the central area of the pitch. When you play narrow width, you'll see most of your initial passes from all your wingbacks inside most of the time, right? So you don't really see a lot, and players are further apart. So you kind of need better passing. You can play narrow and focus play to the middle if your tactic has got. It needs to, right? It's not something that you should see. It depends on the tactic you're using. So I don't want to give a generic answer. More like if I see the tactic and say, well, yeah, you don't need it. But that's a very, very answer that depends on the tactic. Like I never use focus play to the middle with a 4-3-1-2 because I've already got so many players in the middle. I hardly ever use it because it's like I'm not needed. Yeah, 5-2-3 DM. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna pop in the link now for those who want to. I'll try and get as many tactics in as possible. Okay, so let's go next game. Again, we want to look at the. Again, I'm looking at the tactic going. Okay, I like this Mark Title. I'm a big fan of Mark Title on wingbacks. White centre back. Hey, nice. Man after my heart. Okay, inverted winger sitting narrow. I mean, they're not gonna come in all the way. I mean, okay. There's a natural overlap for this guy. You'll overlap naturally, go down the flanks and try and cross the ball. With this role, with this combination, they will try to attack this side of the pitch. Okay, but you only got one role. This is like this is gonna create a lot of possession, but you need a very good team, and you're probably gonna be playing on lower tempo, not higher tempo. Yeah. So to score more goals with this tactic, you're gonna have to control games with good players. There's a thing here. No? You don't get good players, you're not controlling the game. So this is not a tactic that should be used by a mid-table side hoping to beat Liverpool. They will get smashed by Liverpool because it looks to control the game and then score lots of goals. Because a pressing forward is just going to drop centrally, right? But you got two creators left and right trying to score. I mean, inverted winger will sometimes try and get into the area to score a goal. Without a shadow of a doubt, he will. But let's play it for the first 45 minutes and see how he performs, eh? So we got a set piece goal, that's great. But I want to see a transition, man. Yeah, Discord, the Discord link is for all the guys on Discord. They already know where the link is. Yeah, because on Discord, I better pause the game first. Okay, on Discord, I think you guys know, right? The Discord link for Bring Your Tactics is... Where is it? Let's Bring Your Tactics. There we go. It's right here. All you gotta do is click on this link. right at the top. Bing! Monday stream. I gotta change that to Wednesday, man. You used to bring your tactics on Mondays, right? Yeah. Carrasco out wide. See how this tactic is in the area. So if you have like a tall target man kind of striker, it'll be great. But you're gonna be, you gotta be low tempo. This is a low tempo system all the way. Moving a team around patiently, trying to probe them and score goals. Yeah, because it's pressing forward, be in the area all the time. So you see these players bringing the ball and then wing backs going down the line, doing cutbacks, looking for options. You see what I mean? Yeah. So if you have a good team, yeah, definitely be patient, score lots of goals. Another tactic that, I mean, if it does need any changes, I'll probably change the inverted winger on the left to an inside forward attack. That's all I would do. Why? Because you got creators on one side. Why don't I just turn the guy on this side into an inside forward so he can attack the area? So sometimes we will be, I don't know, your set pieces are good, man. Philip just scored 2. Okay, let's look at the set pieces, man. Attack. Apparently, yeah, okay, you did the whole, let's put it into the back post. Indirect wide. Yeah, okay. It's very standard, right? Too. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I see what you've done. Yeah, just a basic. Let's do that set piece. Aim for the far post and put 2 targets and split the 2 defenders up. So one of them is forced. One of the defenders is forced to mark one player. Yeah, okay. Okay, and there we go into the area again. Holds the ball up. You see what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes you might meet a team that's very defensive. What can you do? Just drop your tempo. That's it. So I see this tactic being quite stable. Again, it needs a good team, right? So if you have an average team, no, probably you might struggle because you end up doing a lot of that, kicking from range. Volante is a nice role. Wingback is a nice role. Wingback here, yeah, okay, all fine roles. We'll just go to the 45th minute. The only change I'll make is inside forward. Yeah. I prefer the inside forward because inside forwards can also be very creative, right? If you have an inside forward that is basically a creative inside forward, he will still create chances. It's not like, oh no, you don't create chances. You guys have been on my streams, right? You see my scramjet, the inside forward, I wanted him to create, right? So I play him as an inside forward and attack in my tactic. And he created 34 assists in 30 something, 33 or 31 appearances last season. Yeah. As an inside forward, creating chances with the rest of his players. So yeah. So he alone drove the tactic. So yeah, you can definitely use inside forwards on attack duty. Like now here he's going to look to create chances. So he goes there, he drops one cross, gets in, and then you basically, when you use an inverted winger, you see a lot of those. Problem is I don't like inverted wingers so much when I'm only using when I'm not a big fan of inverted wingers in tactics where the central striker does a lot of dropping. Yeah. Okay, so we've lost Yannick. Yeah, he's a wing back, so we'll get Sergio in. All right, so we'll just carry on playing. Yeah, you're pressing. It's nice, right? So these guys are very close. They're forcing them back. Yeah, this guy is gonna go up here. This wing back is a bit far away. Yeah, over the top. Yeah, perfect. How does your transition work? I mean, you can. Yeah, I can't help myself. Pass into space. Yeah, you can definitely use pass into space in this tactic too. Pass into space is not an instruction that pass into space literally just puts the ball into spaces, right? So like here, there's a lot of space here, there's a lot of space here, right? So this wingback is going to attack, so the space is going to emerge here. So yeah, you can use pass into space in this kind of tactics too. Yeah. Pass into space is just an instruction that tells players, hey, you know what? Put the ball into space so my players can have some fun with the ball. Okay, so we just change this role to inside forward attack. That's the only thing. Yeah. And then we'll play on key highlights. Okay, so do you see anything different? You won't see if this player is a creator, like passing, vision, decisions, vision high, so he still is going to create chances. But he could also get into the area to score goals. Inside forwards are fun, man. You only see it gets very difficult trying to manage an average team in the top league trying to get into Europe against the elite teams. That's when you have to think about better players in your system. Then you have to think about creating tactics that have a natural overload on one side of the pitch so you can sneak in a goal, maybe use a mid block. Yeah. When you want to be a small fry, when you're a small fish in a big pond, you got to be nippy, flexible with your tactics. That's the thing about this game. We'll play him. I don't know who we're bringing on, man. I have no idea who these players are. I'm just randomly picking some names up. Okay. We're just gonna leave him. Okay. Your corners don't need to be changed. Your set pieces are all good, man. Well, so with this tactic as well, you don't need to change too much. I mean, there are some things that you can do with this tactic sometimes. I mean, you could become one of those crazy players that decides, hey, you know what? I've had it with you. You look at a computer with anger. You go like, what kind of a computer are you, man? I'm angry with you. I want to take things out, man. I want to smash you today. I am not happy with you. Yeah, you might have that situation, right? It happens to me all the time. Okay? Have you seen me do this in my streams? You've seen me do this on my streams a lot, right? So this is when I want to get very angry. I get very angry with a computer, right? So I go like, okay, that's it. I've had it with your Mickey Mouse shit. I'm taking you on. Okay, these white center backs, right? You can do one more thing with them. One thing. A thing that managers do with three-man defense is they ask the two wider players to actually man mark opposition players. Now, man marking is a bit of a pain in the ass in this game. Because of the way the game operates in man marking, you lose the players. Yeah, the players all just keep, they follow everybody all over the place. So I don't like man marking. So what I normally do is I play with, what is that thing called? I play with zonal type marking. All right, so we've gone all out on this computer now. Okay. All right. So sometimes if I want to score a goal, I do an underlap. White centre backs will come up, wing backs are going to come up, this guy's will come up because he's already narrow. So we just force the computer back, especially when I'm playing against a tactic that may not want to come out and play. Right? You can definitely do that as well. So this is not a bad tactic. I mean, I would not change it. I mean, just give you another perspective if you want to do something. When an enemy starts trolling you, seriously, I don't know what game you're playing, Danny Dots. Thanks, but I'm glad my computer doesn't have that problem. You can imagine the match engine starts trolling me in the middle of the night. I had a bad dream, man, last night. I did know. I had a very strange dream last night about being attacked by some creature. I think we were talking about World of Warcraft last night, right? So I think I had Deathwing in my dreams last night. I was tanking against Deathwing again. In the middle of my night, I was calling out my cooldowns again because I was talking about Deathwing tanking last night. I was talking about World of Warcraft, right, with you guys. Man, I had the whole Deathwing fight in my head, in my sleep. I can still remember it. I remember when Deathwing was still a raid back then. I had to solo tank Deathwing by myself because so many of my raid team had died. So I was all on one side of the platform, me and a giant dragon in front of me like this. I still remember that. Oh, I love the game those days. I still do. I still like playing the game. All right. But I haven't been playing for a long time. Grimlock. Oh my goodness. A man after my own heart. Winger, target forward, advance forward, fullback attack. Okay. This is a bit dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, low crosses, son. Do you know what low crosses do? Low crosses tell you to do cutbacks. Now, low crosses is not something that people should be putting into their tactic. If it's a mid block, you're hoping, low cross. Yeah, all these cross instructions, right? My best advice to people is play on mix. Don't try and be too smart. Okay? Because low cross tells the player, you know what? Go down to the flank and do a cutback. See the way Molina is going all the way there. He's going, okay, I'm going to do a cutback now. Then you lose the ball there and you get into trouble. So what happens if you're playing against a really good team? You leave yourself, you are leaving yourself open to a counter down the flanks. It's happening while we're talking. Right? So low cross is not your friend. In this game, unless you are that good of a team that you can keep the ball, you're a very top quality team, then yeah, go for it. Right? But don't play with low crosses. This is Gaddafi, Right? Definitely don't play with low crosses. Not in a 4-4-2. A 4-4-2 with a target forward. But your target forward is going to say, boss, I am a target forward. I'm tall in the air, good looking, and I've got a head. Why are you sending all the balls to my feet? Okay. So what you can do in this game is instead of playing, you see, all they're doing is going down the byline just to cut back. So if I were you, just come inside here. The only change if I want to make this is go mixed. That's it. Give your target forward some love in the game, right? At least drop one on his head. All right, that's the change I'll make in this thing. I mean, I saw the change. I can't handle seeing a 4-4-2. I think a 4-4-2 should never be played with low crosses. Never. Okay, especially I wouldn't say never. Of course you can if you want to. This is a game you should play the way you want to play, right? Don't let others tell you how to play the game. Kind of nonsense. Okay, that's what I believe in. Someone can say nonsense. Low crosses are going to be a liability for you. You might concede goals. So just remove low crosses. Leave your tactic as it is because a 4-4-2 is very strong, right? It can be very, very strong, especially the way you set it up. Now, if you find yourself playing against a really good team and you're thinking to yourself, damn, why am I conceding a lot of goals? There's going to be one area of the tactic that is going to do that to you. It's this area. Okay? This fullback could do it to you because you got a winger and a fullback on attack duty with this guy. And this guy is pushing up to support. You only got this player holding his position. Right? So this CM has got nothing going on here. So if I were you, I just change that guy to a fullback on support. That's it. I'm supposed to not change anything, but I couldn't help myself. I will definitely remove low crosses because it's not going to help your tactic. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So when you put low crosses, they'll go to the byline. They keep going to the byline. You don't need them to go to the byline. Right? You put one ball into the box, got two strikers there. Why you want to go to the byline for? Going to the byline makes sense for like a 4-3-3, a 5-2-3, right? But whenever you got two strikers, or 4-3-1-2 for example, or 4-3-3 DM, whenever you got solo striker, go down. You can go down the flanks, right? Yes, definitely. But if you got two, don't do that. You don't need to. This is nice, okay? Keep it up. Okay. I wouldn't change all this. I mean, you don't need this. I mean, don't need this, you don't need this, you don't need this, you don't need this. This instruction, pressing trap, don't even bother. If anything else, stop cross. But this will encourage these guys to come back. So I will just come in here, tell Mr. Fullback to go on support. That's it. That's it. Small little change to your tactic. And that's it. We go. That's probably the only change I will make. If I in a situation where I need to defend. Ball goes long. Philippe comes. He's now there. We got the Molina. Doesn't go running all over the pitch. The winger is back here. You look at where the winger is. Right. So, okay, nice. Target forward. Look at that. You know, all your crosses are now going to the back. Now everybody's trying to go to the byline, right? Slightly different. Okay, don't concede. Oh, we conceded. Sharks. Yeah, just vary the delivery into the box. Okay. So, we lose. What is this ball playing defender doing? All right. Okay. CD on defend. So less often. Fullback on attack. Passing shot if you raise mark tighter. This is like one of my other. Yeah, this is. I have a 4-4-2 that's very similar. Okay. Just keep it like this. Counter, regroup. Counter, regroup. Just leave this. Okay. Then pressing, you're holding your positions. Okay. All right. Okay, I want to get a goal, right? So when I uncheck counter, when I do that, I made a change to, I untick regroup, right? So I'm telling my team, sometimes counter press, sometimes counter. I leave the decision making to my team, right? So that there are times when I'm attacking and we are in a good position, it's better to be counter pressing because I want to win the ball back and attack them in this position. Now, the other role I like is actually the ball winning midfielder. I love the ball winning midfielder in this setup because the ball winning midfielder is going to aggressively try and win you the ball high up the pitch. Yeah. It's a lot of like, let's pass the ball to each other now. We're losing the ball there, which is a bit of we're going to concede another goal. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, we're going to make a change. Fairly narrow. No, go a bit wider. No work ball into box. Okay, I'm removing the work ball into box. I'm gonna go pass into space now. Okay. Shorter passing, mix the passing up so that why did I do this? Because there's too many short passes in this passing. Everybody's passing it shorter. Tackle, I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna change this role to ball winning midfielder on support. Okay. Alright, so we get a bit more punch for that. Now I want to get a goal. Sometimes if you play this as a target for on support, you get a drop, right? So this guy's going to drop. This guy's going to try and win the ball high up the pitch. What you will see is this guy giving you the third man over here to come into this area. Inverted winger and DLP, these are both creative roles. Okay, never mind. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it might work, it might not work. Yeah. This tactic is gonna, you see, we're not creating a lot of quality chances as well. Okay, we're gonna make some changes. The guys in the center look like they need a second life, man. Okay, where's Rodrigo? Come in here. This tactic is like desperate for fresh legs. Okay. I don't know if we got enough players to come on. Griezmann, we'll leave Griezmann on. Ronaldo is gonna do the overlap, right? So he better be fresh. Alright, so let's go and do this. Positive, a lot of shorter passing. We can play on counter or you can play it on attacking. See, the thing is, those two mentalities, the passing changes. No? Positive, a lot of shorter passing going on. We can see the goal. What to do? Yeah, the thing is, when doing raid, I know I was raiding my dream and shit last night. Terrible. My wife scolded me when I got up this morning. You woke up the kids. I'm like, She said, what is wrong with you? I thought you stopped fighting Deathwing like 10 years ago. I don't know what happened. Deathwing came in my sleep last night. So I was like, I'm back to being a blood knight. Blood death knight, or tanking blood death knight. Shit, man. That was just calling out raid instructions in the middle of my sleep. My wife was like, I'm not your healer, okay? So like this tactic, I think with a 4-4-2, I think I'm better off playing a ball winning midfield, more control in this tactic, and then a TF on support. Because it's not a bad tactic, but the thing is, because you have so many attacking duties on one side of the pitch, you can see what happens. Like, you leave yourself vulnerable. So I would definitely change one role to a ball winning midfielder on support. A DLP on support is fine. Maybe if you want to for most, but that fullback attack and that winger on attack just makes that whole flank vulnerable, especially when you got a ball playing defender there to help you. Only one role there. See, Gaddafi you couldn't even beat the Gaddafi. So I probably would just change this to target forward support, right? You could use the CM on support depending on the player that you have. I'm more partial to this combination. Ball winning midfielder on support. And then you can have like a fullback on support here. Okay. Now, once again, I will say, consider using a complete wingback as well. The complete wingbacks are actually very good roles. So you could do this. And you still get some solidity, but definitely don't use low crosses. Right? You can go with this. This is more like a counter. See, this is a counter-attacking tactic, right? You're trying to counter teams. So you can definitely, if you want to counter, you can also do this. Right? So if you want to sit back in a mid block and hit teams over the top, right? So what you can do is this top cross, right? Okay. So what we now have is a defensive center, two guys running around the flanks, and then we have two support duties here. right? So we got 2 support duties. You can play a complete wingback if you want. You can play a fullback if you want. They'll pass inside. That's the first priority, right? And now you got these guys running down the flank, so you can do a counter. But your counter cannot be, you do shorter passing, you probably won't see so many counters. But they will keep the balls, they'll pass the ball to the center more often than not. Play our defense is not necessary, right? I would probably not use this instruction because these two will come deep. It could help if you have players who can do ball distribution really well and they've got very good passing. If they drop deep, then they play the first pass out to the flanks, right? Because these two guys are on attack. But if they do something like this, it's a bit more safer and a bit blocked. Rather than they have this guy on attack, this guy on attack, this guy on support, then you just, you're giving up one entire flank, right? And you're going to leave yourself vulnerable down that same flank. So like mid block, another thing is you're sitting in the mid block, you're going to hit teams on a counter, but why do you want to work ball into box? You are going through all the effort to draw them out, right? And then when you get the ball, you're attacking them. What you're doing is, hey, you know what? Let's not cross the ball. I know we have a target, man. We're not going to cross the ball, all right? We're going to patiently go to the byline and do a cutback. Huh? They're going to come back and defend. No, don't worry about it. You see, this is basically what you're telling your team. So my advice is remove a ball into the box. You want to use it, but this is what it's going to create, that whole situation where you are going to the byline trying to craft a very, very complicated kind of a goal. So I would just remove this. In fact, this could easily work for you. Yeah. All right, let's see first. Okay, all right, counter, right, Zemoba. Okay, so let's come in here. Download, counter Zenobia. Zenobia, where are you? Okay, we come into BYT, delete these tactics, and put Zenobia there. Come in here, look at Zenobia, load Zenobia. Come in here, Here's the thing about me having so many folders for tactics. I have a lot of tactics now. I've got so many now. I think most of you have seen all my tactics already. All right, next match. Let's go. Dalje, do you have a video for best set pieces? Just download video. Man, I won't say best set pieces. Everybody is like, a set piece video, right? A while ago. It's still on the channel. Yeah, use that if you want. Set pieces are quite straightforward. Okay. Set pieces. Okay, this is my very short and quick and dirty guide to set pieces. Okay, really simple. Okay, set pieces. You want to defend 3 spots for all corners. Throw this guy away. Throw this guy away. Spot 1, spot 2, and spot 3. Okay, these are where your 2 central defenders go. The next spot here, because you don't trust a goalkeeper, put him here. You got 3 spots all covered. These are the basic spots you want to cover. Now, any other spot, you could be scared of one ball going down the line, you can put one here. That's not really necessary. The next 2 important things are player mark and mark tall. These are the next 2 that you do. Very important. Okay, done. Set piece corner routine completed. Repeat the same on the other flank. When it comes to attack, you can do it like this. This is my favorite. This is the one I do. Into near post or far post. With this particular set piece routine, you can even do a mix. Because all the zones covered already. This can be mixed as well. It will score you a lot of goals. Then you can just, you come to this guy and say, hey, you know what? Just do mix. Confuse the AI. You got all them covered. This guy can play it short. He's right back as well, so he'll cross the ball. If you put inside forward here, he will cut inside and try and score goals. He put inside forward his left foot, right? He receives the ball, he goes, you can get that as well. So these are your set piece routines of corners, right? So you can do this. This is very straightforward. There are a lot of permutations, but generally, if you want to go far post, you put 2 of them here. You put your best jumper header here. And that's it. Your corner routine, right? Okay. Then we got free kicks. Free kicks, defend, attack. You can leave them alone. Small chance, yeah, he's done the right thing. He's the one and covered near post, far post, right? He's put 2 there. This is what I normally do as well. You don't need to do this. Actually, for the indirect wide, what you really need is somebody here. This guy can be a marker. Okay, it can be a marker. You want more players loosely. In fact, indirect wide, what you want to do is you just want to play a mark. And then this guy, one guy mark tall. Okay. You don't need 2 players in a wall. You just need 1. You don't need 2. 1 is enough. Okay. And then you got indirect deep. Same principle again. You do. In fact, this guy doesn't even use a wall, which is something I would do too. Here as well, indirect wide, you just want to put 1 guy here, far post. I don't know why, man. You know those bloody nuisance wingers? They come in unmarked. This guy takes care of them. So put 1 at the far post. That's it. So your indirect deep, have 1 guy on the far post, right? Indirect wide, have at least 1 guy on the far post. I mean, you can do this, although I never found it necessary. And then direct small chance or short, you can do this. And then for your direct, this is fine. And that's it. And then with attack, it's the same principle as corners. But there's not like only one way of playing corner routines. There's so many. Oh, suddenly I'm having an asthma attack. I used to have an inhaler. I don't use inhalers. I'm one of those guys that refuses to use an inhaler. And then when it gets really bad, I end up in a hospital. Okay, cautious. Zenobia counter-attacking tactic. Big block, get stuck in, drop off more. Okay, all right. Then the defensive line gets stuck in. You want them to come in here and do all the hard work. Okay, fine. Then you want your block to move to the bottom. Okay, cool. Yeah, mark tighter, mark tighter, mark tighter, mark tighter. No mark tighter. Counter-attack, target fought. Okay. This tactic, right? Very simple. Cross him, target man. Oh yeah. My every game, no more. I'm not doing that again. The Joey personality has not taken over my journeyman save anymore. Every game you're gonna use a new tactic. No, that's not happening anymore, man. I'm not doing it. I don't have too many heart attacks. Yeah. Sometimes, it's fun. I did it with AC Milan last time, right? Live streaming. I was still streaming on Twitch. Then that's where I used to enjoy it a lot. Okay, pass into space. Okay, this tactic, right? When you play something like this, you can definitely use pass into. Oh, you're using pass into space. My bad. Shorter passing may not be your friend. You might want to and ask these guys to take more risks. Yeah. So we'll just watch this, and then after I'll make the changes. Because I tend to take more risks to wingbacks, CM and attacks, all these players. Take more risks affects their movement and their passing. Yeah. So I think if you want to do something like this, which is a really deep block, right? You need to get the ball out fast. It's not really happening very fast, is it? It's like they're going like, all right, we don't know what to do, man. Okay, all right. Because why? A boss told us to pass it short, so we want to make high probability goal scoring opportunities like this. Fine, go for it. It works, right? But sometimes you get desperado, you get desperate situation. This is like very safe. We get the ball into this position and score a goal. But what if you're playing a very good side? You think you're going to get time and space to do that? When that happens, what you do is you shift your passing to standard. And then what you do is, this is key highlights. Okay, let's go key highlights, right? Your tactic is fine, right? This is good with a good team. They will be able to do this patiently, probe, and then let you come and then give you the space. You pass into space. That's it. Pass into space is a phenomenal instruction if you know how to use it. Yeah, it's a terrible instruction if you have no clue what you're doing. Because what you end up doing with pass into space is the ball goes into areas between players, right? It doesn't go to their feet anymore. So if you have players who have got get further forward, fantastic. If you've got players who stay back all times, you suffer. If you have players who are bad passing, too bad for you, man. You're giving the ball to the opposition. So you definitely want to take a look at the players, the duties, and what you've done with your tactic. So in this tactic, I like it. You got these 2 roles, simple roles, target forward, advance forward. They love to attack space. Small changes you can make will make them at halftime. Right? We might lose the game after I make my changes. Then your tactic is still the best. But I think this is okay. I mean, will I use this tactic in my own personal saves? No way, man. I'm not sitting back letting other teams slap my face. I don't like pain that much. Okay? I ain't doing it, man. You guys can enjoy yourselves. This is your thing. This floats your boat. Who am I to disagree? Who am I to say change your style of play? All right, there we go. Now we're coming here. Ha 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 ha. Take more risk. Ding ding. Wait, stop. Haven't done with you yet. Cross same target forward. Okay, you come here. Take more risk. Cross same target. No far post. Okay, done. You. One of you. You. Come here. Take more risks. You. Take more. Dribble more. If I no, do we need him to dribble more? No. We got this two pinging. We got this guy pinging. Okay. All right. You come here. You done it already. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's go. Now we ask the flank players to take more risks. We ask the DM to take more risks. We've shifted the passing to standard. Right. We can actually go on a slightly higher tempo. It's all about kicking that ball into space. Right. We haven't gone to every single player to ask them to take more risks. Naturally, when your team gets tired in the second half, you're going to have to replace 1, 2, 3, 4. In this particular case, we have to do a surprise change with this guy. Now, I like this role. Okay, I'll show you a trick I use with this role. It's not really a trick, but it's a thing I do. Okay, I think you guys have seen me do this on the stream, right? Okay, I go to white center back on support. And because it unlocks this, dribble more, take more risk, cross from deep. You know what this does? Have you ever seen the white centre back come up here and cross the ball? Create goal scoring opportunities from this position. This is what this guy is gonna do. Because he got a DM on defense, right? Okay. So this guy is gonna bust the gut to get up here. Unfortunately, right now he's not in a position to bust any guts because he's half dead. Okay. So you get that guy. He's gonna come up and he's gonna be in such a good spot to score goals. So now you get a bit more risk taking in your team. Okay? Because you're cautious. So you can have a lot of fun with this kind of setups. Yeah. A lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with these setups. I think you saw my scramjet tactic with the white centre back always ending up in these positions, crossing the ball. Yeah. It's with pass into space. I mean, we are defensively quite solid on this tactic. There we go. Again. Boom. Simple. Simplicity. Why make life so difficult for yourself? Everything pass shot, going to the final third, let's create a goal. No, man, do it from the halfway line. Yeah, look at this. Simplicity. Boom. One over the top. Boom. Because now you're not playing shorter passing anymore. Right? Now you're playing on standard passing and your tempo is higher. So you're telling your boys, hey, you know what? Don't take your own sweet ass time bringing the ball up. Right? Do it fast. Do it quickly. Especially we got two roles here who want to bust the gut. So now now you got another one here, right? So you got this wing back here. I mean, it's great. This is Thomas Lema, but let's get some fresh legs in. Okay, this is your substitution strategy is driven by your wing backs. You will have to keep bringing on fresh legs for your wing backs in a lot of your games because your wing backs are your width in your tactic. So you want to make sure that you have players there doing the job. Only João Felix was just that bit faster. I was thinking he might score. Okay. Lema is gone. Lema is busted. There is enough already. He can't do much more. So this, you see, your wing backs will get slow in your tactic and that will happen a lot. So you need your wing backs to be changed in the 60th minute. I don't care what you do. Okay. Make sure you substitute your wing backs. If you don't have 4 good wing backs for this tactic, don't bother playing it. Their most important role in this tactic is actually going to be the 2 wing backs, not your 2 strikers. Because if your wing backs are going to be the ones driving a lot of your chances, yeah. So they will do this. See, so when you play with take more risks with your wing backs, it's not the end of the world. And then if you want to see that white centre back always making those runs up the pitch, you'll have to play on a higher mentality. See what's happened? The DM has done that. He's just released the player further forward. So if you've got a very pacey striker, the DM is going to unlock him. He's just going to go, hey, you know what? Why don't you go for it? Yeah. So this is the DM again. No, this is not a DM. This is a CM on attack. And this is the wing back who's got to take more risks. And he's been told to cross same target man. So he doesn't do something stupid, right? He's not taking more risk by driving at the defense as well. And we create another goal. So these are the things that you can do with a tactic. And you still get, this tactic will do very well. Yeah, I know it will do very well. We have there's one similar one in the downloads folder for the Dropbox, right? Like given your guys something like, I don't know how many tactics, man. It's like 700 tactics, I think. I don't know, I lost count. Yeah, so this will work. Yeah. So now this is quite straightforward. Yeah, look at that. What's the problem? Wingback taking more risks. Does he look like he's being an idiot? No, right? So it's perfect. So this positioning is good. The players are fresh. This guy is fresh. He's able to keep up. He's putting pressure. This guy goes. We got a fresh wingback there. This guy can't get away. He comes back here. Yeah, so you're watching a transition. See, there's a 2-on-1 situation here, but this guy's he's taken the right positioning here for him to sweep up. You don't have much of a problem. And then we got this guy, the white centre back, pushing up very high. Yeah. So it's a simple way of turning this tactic on its head, right? So you get better goal scoring opportunities with your tactic. And then you get a lot of thrust, taking more risks, and then fine, another goal. Again, the higher tempo. That's because you're playing on a higher tempo with standard passing. So they don't waste their time. This guy's got mixed passing, he doesn't take a risk. This guy is a bit more riskier. He's pushing a bit high. You notice where this white centre back is positioned as opposed to the other guy. And this guy is playing it safe. So it's okay. You don't have to have everyone playing it with more risks. So he tried to take a bit of a chance, go down the byline, but no problem for you. You got the players in the right positions. Yeah. There. Okay. I think it's easy, man. So we'll just there's nothing else to see. We'll go to the next tactic. Maybe even have to start a new save, man. Atletico Madrid, who changed tactics every single game, didn't end up in the Champions League. That's a pity. I think they did, right? Third. 4 more games. Okay. Alright. Send assistance. Schedule. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 games. Alright. Okay. Let's see if Dropbox has any more tactics. Okay, we stun that. Okay, this guy's no. Okay. Alright. So let's go to your guys and see what you guys have brought with you today. Okay. Hang on a minute. Wrong folder. View uploads. Okie dokie. 5th of April. Today is the 5th of April, right? Wow. So many tactics. One tactic, no file saves, please. Okay. I need goals. ED. Okay. Bus Parker Enjoyer Higher Priest version Pico Mini game. If I see multiple tactics, from you guys, you know what's gonna happen, right? I'll mini miny more on the tactics. So please. FMF. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is public. There's a lot of tactics. We'll pick a few. We won't be going through every single tactic. We won't play with every single tactic. I'll pick a few tactics. Okay. All right. Have we downloaded? I don't know. At first I thought, right, we'll be downloading forever. Okay, Bubbly is here. Okay, let's make sure this folder is clear first. And delete this guy. Okay, come here. Extract files. Extract those gazillion tactics into Sports Interactive. Football Manager. Tactics. Bring your tactics. Bang. Okay, boom. Okay, so Zenobia. Hope that helped. Now go to the desktop. D. Sports Interactive. Football Manager 2023. Tactics. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go to desktop. Yeah, different desktop. Okay. Ooh. Different. User's name is desktop. I never knew that was possible. Seriously, I didn't know that was possible. Honestly, I did not know that was a thing in this game, man. Everyone has a unique name. I learned something new every single day. All right, so user, well, you're damn lucky, boy. The first guy, the very first person, right? His tactic is what? Oh, today we do reverse order, okay? Because every time it's always alphabetical, right? Today we do reverse order. Sorry. We go to start from the bottom. It's not fair. Some guys might think, oh no, whatever. There's no like first come first serve because there's no time. Okay, so load. Oh, sorry. We are definitely this winter patch. Sorry. Okay, Sports Interactive. Okay, I don't do spin the wheel. Okay, wow, there's a lot, man. Okay, and go drop. Varung! Tottenham 3-4. Wow, slightly different tactic. 3-4, 1-2, complete. Nice. I love this. AP, bold. PF. Goes left, right, shadow striker attacks. No, what is this wingback doing? Okay, I think this tactic on the whole should play okay. Right, for most of your matches, you'll do okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did one of yours last. No, it's okay. I won't be able to do all the tactics. I mean, I'll try and do all the tactics. Or view all the tactics, but I won't play with all the tactics. That's for sure. Okay. This is actually not a bad tactic. Yeah, it's not a bad. I mean, I probably wouldn't change anything in this tactic, you know. This is actually a good tactic. I mean, yeah, okay, AP here. Okay. I won't be playing 45 minutes this tactics, right? Move and roam. Add these two instructions to this row. Right. Add these two to this row. So he moves around a bit more into the channel because this guy's gonna go left and right, right? You don't want this guy to be too static. This complete wingback is gonna come down the flank. Shorter passing counter is fine. Yeah, I don't see anything with this tactic that needs to be changed though. Maybe pressing forward to poacher. I mean, I like poachers and advanced forwards. The desktop Baraka what is mine? I did type my YouTube name. No wonder why it picks that. Mine is. It's okay. It's alright. Sorry, don't worry. Don't have to go and tell me what your name is. Seriously, y'all don't have to. I just find it very unique that we can see that, right? Oh, fuck's sake. This is Football Manager for you. Yeah, we'll give you two colors. Dark blue and not so dark blue. But what we'll make it distinction, right? Between the two blues, we'll put a black border around one of the blues. What the? Okay, we have to use this then. Alright. Okay, dark. Carrasco. Okay, we can't see the linker. I think your tactic, just the roaming playmaker, that's it. The thing is, most people can't get the AP role to work in the tier. I love the AP role in Football Manager in the AM tier. I'm one of the big fans of AP. Because the AP on support, it tries to drop deep, does all this kind of link-up play. I don't think this was the AP though. He does a lot of link-up play and then he gets into the area as well to score goals. Oh, in fact, he is, yeah. So this AP, once you give him the roam and move into channels, you see him click. This is a good role. This is a good setup in the center. Wing back. I wouldn't change this tactic. This tactic is fine, man. It's a very nice tactic. Yeah. Very nice tactic. Whose tactic is this? Put out your hand, man. Own it. Whose tactic is this? Garun. Who says? Garun or something. I mean, okay, shit lah, set pieces, I don't want to go through them, okay? I'm not going through the set pieces. Alright. Okay. There we go. Okay, nice. Into the area. Griezmann gets it to Carrasco. And then Griezmann, okay, takes a shot. The only thing I would worry about this tactic is defensively, right? So, make sure in this tactic, this guy is your best defender. You can actually put him on cover. Right, put him on cover. Yeah. Get him to be a bit deeper than the other defenders. That's the only thing I worry about when it comes to these tactical systems. You don't want that defender to be to come out too prematurely. He will still step up. He'll be one of the first few to react, but we don't want him to be coming out all the time, right? So then we get into trouble. Felix, that he dropped so deep, right, to support play just now. So that's why we want him to roam. He's gonna end up linking up play again. There we go. Oh, nice. Carrasco. What a move from Carrasco. Oh, João Felix, the playmaker, scored a second goal. Warun, very nice. I like this idea. Just move into channels to your tactic for the playmaker. Just ask him to move into channels and roam. We already got him firing 2 goals already. And so this is a good setup. But although it seems that the right flank seems to be the right flank, there are a lot of attacks coming down your right flank, hence the 2 corners we just seen, right? João Felix again. The only problem with this tactic is going to be your wingbacks again. If you run into trouble, your wingbacks are going to be the ones that you're going to get tired. See, they step up too early. Okay, I'm going to change this slightly. I'm going to ask him to be a DLP on support. And I'm going to ask this guy to be... Okay, I'm going to turn this guy into a... wait, let me think about this. Okay, we're going to try this ball-winning midfielder on support. Okay. Because you got a high line. So I want a role that's high up the pitch, helping you win the ball. Instead of trying to run like this in the center. So what we do is we have a DLP on defense who holds his position, right? And that DLP is going to try and hold that position so he is not going to drift too far away. In fact, I think I'm worried that this side opens up. Okay, we'll get this guy to be a wide center back on defense so he doesn't run too far forward, because these 2 roles could do a lot of there could be a lot of movement on this side of the pitch. So we keep this guy on defense duty, right? So you keep him on defense, okay, but you get the ball winning midfielder now working high up the pitch so that he does more disruption high up the pitch instead of asking him to be on defense duty, trying aimlessly to try and win the ball, right? Just run around in your bottom third. He could always be out of position, right? So instead of that, we ask him to win the ball. And when you play on support, he does it high up the pitch, and he's going to be closer to the playmaker, which is good. Right? So that's what I think could be better for you. So this could work. Then in doing so, we ask this guy to be a defend duty now. Yeah. I saw a lot of corners when we started the game. A lot of corners, right? Oh man, they scored an equalizer. Ball over the top. Who's that? Kondogbia, the DLP. Swap you. Okay. And then we gotta take this guy out already. Our wingback on the left is very tired. I would just change this. I mean, a better defensive variant would be to put these 2 here so you can launch these 2 wingbacks in attack. Right. So that could be better for you defensively. Sergio Regulion comes on. Kondogbia is useless already. Koke is also not playing well. Where's Rodrigo De Paul? He's not 100%. Okay, so we could do that. But yeah, if you're comfortable playing like this, go ahead. But if you're like inside in a situation where you need to defend, you are worried about the center, right? You can actually do this. Complete wingback on support. Okay, let's try and send him forward. Got these 2 now. Now we got complete wingback on attack. So do this. Right, because now you can launch your complete wingbacks high up the pitch to give you the width to support the attacks. And then you got the 2 now protecting your center a bit more. This way, this is another thing that you can do, because now your complete wingback is going to be more dangerous because they're going to give you the width, right, when they go down the flanks. So you get a bit more bite. I don't select according to opponent's formation. I'm not gonna do that, man. Yeah. I'm not gonna select based on formation. I don't even play like that. Yeah. I play my tactic and I make tweaks to it if I'm faced with a certain formation. I don't see the need to like, oh, you should use this formation for this tactic or that formation. It's too complicated. Too complicated. Yeah. And I'm only gonna look at one tactic. So you upload 2 or 3 tactics. I'm not looking at 2 or 3 tactics. That's not happening. Because then it won't be fair to everybody else. Then everybody else will be like, they don't get a chance to see their tactics, right? So I mean, this is a bit more defensively rugged, right? Gives you a solid base, and you can definitely play pass into space with this a lot more as well. And then you can attack teams. We got the width coming from these two. And then you got this white center backs. You can push those. You can even push the white center backs into attack. No, that's the other thing about this. You know, you can do this, and this will probably be a lot more better for you. And it will work in most games, right? You'll definitely be working in most games. You don't have to change this tactic around for like the majority of your matches. Sure, I won this game. We just didn't finish well. Yeah, it's not a bad tactic. I like it. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the next tactic, right? So load. Okay, these are all my tactics. D, sports interactive, floor manager, tactics. Oh no, these are my tactics. BYT. Okay. All right. Now we got. Okay, we got Bus Parker Enjoy High Priest version. Okay, let's look at this tactic. This is a basic 4-3-3, right? So, okay, the only problem with this tactic is too many roles are attacking. Right? All these roles are going to go forward. So what happens is you got fullbacks here who are not going to carry the ball very much higher. So when this happens, right, you're going to struggle for possession, right? Cross offensive narrow. Some of these guys are not even giving you width, right? So they're all tucky, they're all sitting in the narrow positions, and then you're marking tight, you're not even crossing the ball. So these guys are staying back more than anything else. They will come up the pitch, I know, but this gets, okay, yeah. I probably wouldn't play it like this. Yeah. I know this is high pressing, focus play on the left. This guy is going to come in, but he's attacking. This guy is attacking. You're going to struggle because these guys are going to be too far forward for you. Yeah. I probably wouldn't set it up like that. The only time I use CM on attack is when I have inverted wingbacks coming in this way, giving me support. This could work if these two are inverted wingbacks on defense. So they come up here and they sit in this position. They come back here to help you defend. Then I might try it. Right. If you want to play like this, you're hell-bent on wanting 2 CMs to attack, right? Then I would change this to inverted wingbacks. I'll play inverted wingbacks on defend duty. They come up here, they anchor the center, right? But you get players who are 15 and 16 for acceleration, then I would say go for it. Yeah, then it might actually be quite interesting. But as it sits right now, you're going to give the ball away and you're going to struggle. So this will mean that you might want to look at something like a box-to-box midfielder here. Then you see him on attack, inside forward here. This is okay defensively. I mean, even a small change like this will help you out. Yeah. Here, you probably need somebody to carry the ball forward, but you got these 3 roles moving up the pitch. And you got 2 ball-playing defenders. Here, I probably tell this ball-playing defender to dribble more. Bring the ball out. You need somebody to bring the ball out or defense with you as well for this tactic. Shorter passing pass into space, run and defense, focus play on the left, focus play on the right. I don't see a problem with all this. Yeah. This is get stuck in is not necessary. Yeah. It doesn't mean it does mean that your players are more likely to go to ground to win a ball. The thing about football, man, the thing about high pressing systems is if you need to tackle hard, it means something's wrong with your tactic. Because more often than not, what you will see is you're winning the ball from interceptions. Yeah. So that's what I would do. So I would set up this tactic and I would definitely set it up simply like this. and then go with it. Yeah, then it's better. Inside forward, both attacking centrally, one advanced forward. Yeah, basically all your balls are going towards the flanks with these guys attacking, not really anybody creating any chances for you, right? So you might consider this in some of these inside forwards to be more like you get somebody who's more creative playing in that role. You can play a left-footed inside forward on the left side. He'll just create more chances for you. That's it. Yeah, he won't go like you get a lot of assists from those kind of roles. So I'll probably make a few changes to it. Like inside forward, something a bit more simpler. If you only use the 2 CM on attack, take this, turn them into inverted wing backs and support, so you get central support. Okay, next tactic. Let's see all these tactics. All right, this is BYT. Okay, SSB's 4-4-2 attacking. Oh, Sean, this is your tactic. Ball winning midfielder, ball winning winger, inside forward, target forward. Don't change it, man. It's perfect. Very attacking. Okay, that's a bit. Okay, I mean, this is high intensity. Yeah, but okay, this can work on any mentality, you know that, right? You can play on cautious, you can play on balance, you can play on a lot of mentalities, but of course you can play on a super high mentality, like very attacking as well. Maximum crossing. Yeah, okay. You don't really step up more all the time. You just remember this. I know you're playing a very high risk tactic, right? Where these guys are going to try and win the ball high up the pitch. I have a 4-4-2 that's just like this as well. It's a high risk tactic, but I get a lot of goals from it, right? So all you have to do is with this tactic is this guy, tell him, okay, you done it as well, cross him, target forward. Okay, leave it. This guy can cross in far post. Where this advanced ball is running, he aims to the far post, takes advantage of this. This guy, I think you've done the dribble more, correct? Dribble more, take more risks. Add both of them up. This guy as well, he can take more risks as well. So you got options. So these guys are going to try and break the offside trap. But this is definitely almost similar to last week's one, right? So yeah, I'll leave it like that. Yeah, definitely you can play this on a range of mentalities. I've done it before. You can play it on balance, cautious, attacking as well. Okay. All right. Okay, next tactic. Okay. All right. This we gotta play, man. I can't tell. Okay, this is why. This role should really be a wide centre back on defense. Okay. I'll tell you why. This guy's going to be popping up all over the place. This guy's going to prematurely come and defend this area. You're going to lose the ball here a lot. Right? They're going to attack you in this space a lot. Okay. When that happens, you're in trouble. Okay. So this role should not leave this space. This guy's going to come out and give you a problem. This defensive winger, yeah, you can definitely do this. Take more risks, go down the byline. I do that all the time. DLF on attack, advanced one. Yep. It can work. 100% it can work. Yeah, I mean, I can play for a short while, but 100% it can work, man. I use double ball winning midfielders in 4-4-2 some of the best. Yeah, I love playing double ball winning midfielders, man. One of my favorites. In 4-4-2, right? The double ball winning midfielder is my favorite combination for 4-4-2. Yeah. It wasn't so like in previous versions of Football Manager, it was never a good idea, but since 22, yeah, it became the go-to, man, for me. Because ever since they made defenders more intelligent in how they want to handle how they go. I mean, the risk that they take once they get their first yellow card. They don't always get sent off. The old days, yeah, man, they get sent off. And I always play ball winning midfielders with high aggression, like 17, 18, 19. Yeah. I don't play any ball winning midfielder with low aggression. See, this tactic is always going to be opening up that side of the pitch. So, I mean, it's a nice tactic, but I mean, if you want to play like this, there are few changes. There are not a lot of changes that you can make. Yeah, we consider a goal. I'm not going to look at set pieces, but you're going to always have corners to defend on that side of the pitch, right? So your set pieces have got to be like super good, man. This is not a set piece that you should be using. This is a terrible set piece. For that, this set piece coming on the left, I'll concede goals all day long with this set piece. This is not a good set piece. This is a terrible set piece. Yeah. So you will concede goals. So if you want to play like this, you're going to concede goals and then you will lose a lot of games. So your set pieces are very important for this tactic. So you always got to make sure you set it up correctly. Right? So you got like things like I will go player mark, something like this, right? But you don't want to do this. This is like nobody's marking near post and the far post in this tactic. Yeah. So you concede goals. We conceded a goal to the near post just now. Like it just happened just in that side of the pitch. So you're gonna have to make sure. See this? You see the gaps opening up. Now you got 2-on-1 all the time. 2-on-1 all the time because this guy is so high up the pitch. Right. So if you play something like this ball winning midfielder is a liability in this tactic because he's gonna be all over the shop. So either you tell him to come down to support, right? Or you change his role to something that's he maybe even go ball winning midfielder and defend. Right. So this guy is going to help you in this side of the pitch. So you got to sacrifice this ball winning midfielder. You can't expect him to win the ball high up the pitch anymore. So that's the thing here. This guy cannot vacate this position. Because he has to support you on that flank. So when you create something as lopsided as this, these are the things that you have to consider. Yeah, inside forward is not going to help you defend unless it's high aggression. So then your inside forward, you're going to look at attributes for inside forward. He has to have high aggression, stamina, and work rate. For him to come back here, those are the attributes he'll need. If he doesn't have those attributes, don't ever expect his inside forward to come and help you defend this area. This wide centre back is always going to be pulled out of position. Always. It's always going to happen. Right? So, I made one change and I think I don't know if we're going to concede any more goals, but looking at this tactic, I would say that you need a fundamental rethink as to how you want to set this roll up and this roll up. I will probably play a defense. Now notice I don't see as many attacks down that side as I did earlier. Right. So we made one change. You see where he is now? Look how he tracks. Now he tracks a lot better. He's not too far away. The ball winning midfielder is centrally placed. We can actually win the ball now. So these are the changes that you have to make to your tactic. So this tactic is lopsided. It's going to create goal scoring opportunities for sure because we've got a heavy right side. So it's going to drag. This guy is actually a creator, no? Yeah. So this is very similar to, I've got a system called Scramjet, which uses 1, 2, 3. I don't need this. Does Scramjet have a player here? It doesn't need a player here. I have one here actually. Yeah. So the attack pattern on the left is good. This is not too bad, right? It would be better if this was an inside forward on attack duty. Then you get this guy feeding. You don't really need this role. This role is not going to see a lot of business though. Yeah. He's not going to do brilliantly in terms of scoring a lot of goals, or he's just a link player in this tactic. That's all he is. So I would definitely make the small little changes to the tactic, right? This, you don't really need him. In fact, if I make a change, it'll look like Scramjet. Yeah, it will immediately look like Scramjet. Because Scramjet is a 3-4-3 diamond. Yeah. See, you still have this missing center, this guy running down the flanks. And we're still conceding, we're still giving up space, right? So easy for them to score goals. So while this defensive winger is doing this, you need this guy here. Now he's looking a lot like another tactic, man. 3, this guy can come here, this guy can come here. This will be Scramjet. This guy can move forward. This guy can be a defensive winger. Now you don't have the same problem. This is Scramjet. Yeah, this is the Scramjet system that I'm using right now. Right, so this will protect these two sides, and this guy is going to be a 2 defensive wingers, and you got this guy creating for those 2. Yeah. But right now, the problem for you is that you're giving up too much space to score your goals, right? You see, you still get the movement and the attacking patterns, and you get in, and then we can get into the goal scoring positions. So the AM there is basically doing nothing for you in your tactical system. He's not going to help you score goals. he's going to get a bad rating because he's not going to be involved in all of the play. So why bother putting him there? Yeah, so that man is not doing you any good in your tactic, right? Instead, you're giving a lot of space. So I mean, I'm just sharing with you what I'm using, and this is what I'm using right now. Is it the same? I think it's the same. It's almost the same. Roll for roll. I think almost the same. I can't remember what the roles are. I may have to think about it. I think it's inside forward, pressing forward, advance forward, something like that in the attack, and then inside forward and attack. See, now this role doesn't have to be support anymore. He can be inside forward and attack. He becomes a bit of a creator. I think we're using DLF on attack. This will be scramjet all the way. Yeah, this is scramjet all the way. Yeah, and we flip the script, man, on this game. See what a difference that thing makes. Because right now, you got the AM in the wrong spot. You're not defending the flanks. You're not defending the center. You're not defending you're just giving up space in a lot of areas of the pitch. So we're just going to make a substitution in the center. Kondong Bia, Koke, Rodrigo De Paul, Thomas Lema for I don't know who. I don't know you for what. What are you positioning? You're playing advanced forward. Okay. Alright, who are you? Okay, I don't know. I just make the changes that we need to. This is always going to be a problem with these tactics because the flanks are open. So you got to make sure that your players can bring the ball forward. Yeah, that's it. If they can bring the ball forward, you got no issues with a tactical system. This kind of tactical systems pass into space is your very, very good friend. Yeah. I don't know if you got max pressing, is it? Oh yeah, okay. I mean, you can play like this, and then focus play is not necessary in this kind of tactics. Yeah. So you can, but this is scramjet. Yeah, but the setup you use won't work. Yeah, because you're gonna give away too much space. So I would recommend this is the new scramjet for FM24, 23, and 24. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, just going to a few other tactics now. Okay. So this one we just played, right? So because you leave too much space, this guy is gonna run. There's nobody, and this ball winning midfielder is just gonna go all over the place. Why center back is gonna get roped into defending? You're gonna open up space. You're gonna concede goals here. You're gonna concede goals here. 100%. Okay. You don't need this player. He's got nothing to do here. He's got basically bugger all to do here. You'll never get the ball from this guy, because this guy can't bring the ball up, right? So then you got this guy who's going down to the byline. So he's just hoping to see the ball. So he may not even see the ball too, right? So even if you focus play down the right, it's not going to really help you very much because that assumes that you are defended this side of the pitch. But if you're going to drop in corners all day long, you might have a problem. So if this tactic is working for you, fix your corner routines first. Your defense corner routines don't work. So if it doesn't, then you have to think, you can make a different variation of this tactic. Just do this then, okay? Play a defensive winger here. This tactic can still work in this setup, no? Like this. It can still work like this. There's no problem it becoming a 3-4-1-2. It can definitely work as a 3-4-1-2. But you don't need him as an AM attack. You need him as an AM support. He needs to link, right? So you can keep the ball. This can be a 3-4-1-2. It will work. But pushing him here is giving you it will give you a heart attack when you defend this area. So you can just play like this. It'll be fine. Right? So you can definitely, but the one you did here, pushing him here in this position, it's not going to help you. Yeah, it's just going to make you defensively very vulnerable. Okay, so next tactic. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so we check out the other tactics that we got today. All right. So we're done with 2-3-5. Okay, wing back attack going to say half day. Okay, now I gotta hold on and start. My brain has to start cracking here. Okay, this is a work ball into box tactic. Yeah, this is definitely a work ball into box tactic. Okay, so you are definitely going to use work ball. Low crosses. This is a high possession. Would it be a high possession tactic? He runs all the way. Yeah, his starting position is actually somewhere here. This ball playing defender is going to bring out a ball. This guy should definitely be a ball playing defender. Okay, this guy can be a CD. He doesn't need to be a ball playing. They swap the two. You need this one to bring up the ball. This guy is inverted wing back. So these together they can bring up the ball. This guy's going to run away. So this central defender can play it to this guy. This guy can play it up, bring it up, and then he's the option of passing it to him or to him, right? And or this inverted wing back. This inverted wing back during the build-up play will come, start here, then end up here. All right. But you're never going to get width in this tactic with the inverted winger and the inverted winger both being on the same flank. So what you want to do is use a winger instead of inverted. Don't use an inverted winger. Because the inverted winger is going to sit in the half space. This guy is going to sit in the half space. You got no width. You can put stay wide on this guy. He will never stay wide. He will just go out there he will tease you by going to the touch line for about 2 seconds and go back inside the center again and say, ha, I'm not going there. So you have to use winger. So use a winger. And then you can play a winger opposite his preferred foot, and then he'll still use the left foot, right? So that can definitely work. Even inside forward is not a bad idea, but I think winger is here. It's a much better role. So you got inverted wingback coming in here. F9 dropping in this room. Wow, this tactic is spending a lot of time doing a lot of funky passing, man. Okay. Wingback coming here. Okay, I'll tell you what you do here. Work ball into box. Okay, you want to do low cross, that will be fine. DLP is holding his position. Ball winning before this guy comes here. This guy will drop to help you support. This guy should actually take more risks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he definitely needs to take more risks. So he'll drop in, he'll move around this. This shadow striker is in a fine position. All right. Okay, this AM on attack. Why AM on attack? F9 is dropping. How far do you think F9 is going to drop? He's not going to drop. He's going to come here and then he's going to create balls over the top. So why don't you just get them both to be shadow strikers? Get them both to be shadow strikers. If you want to play F9, he drops, right? Then you got all these guys to ping the ball over the top. These guys will attack the center. Right? So because this is a terrible place for defenders to defend because they're going to have players attacking the half space. Right? Now you got a winger here, right? Giving you width, also dropping in bombs. So then you got a lot of vertical, you got a lot of these guys doing vertical movement and attacking the space. You got this guy drifting around, this inverted wingback coming to the center. No, I wouldn't take fewer risks. In fact, I'll do this, take more risks because the inverted wingback can play quarterback passes from here as well, over the top. So this inverted wingback can be quite solid at doing this kind of thing. So he ends up in the center and he quarterbacks. He does like the balls over the top. I mean, he might pass it to the DLP. DLP is holding his position. DM is holding his... Why would you want to play a DLP? You're really concerned about your defense. Okay, DLP is fine. I'll probably go roaming playmaker. This is something I would personally use. But DLP is very safe role. So this wingback will come in here. Another role that you can think of is... another role I might play here is a complete wingback on attack. At least he roams. He might come in the center. He might go down to the flanks. He gives us a lot of options. Yeah. DLP is going to be a static role. Yeah, I'll probably just remove this F9 here, DLP holding position, inverted wingback coming here. Low crosses can... Everything is a cutback. This tactic. I probably wouldn't do that. Because with shadow strikers attacking the space, you also have room for whip crosses. Whip crosses are crosses that are made in these kind of positions like the final third, right? And then they play a short, like a fast ball in front of the striker. The strikers run onto it. So shadow strikers can benefit from that. So I'll just change it like this, man. Yeah. So that's the one. All right. So next one, let's look at some of the other tactics that we got today. Okay. 3-5-2 counterbalance. Okay, we've done something like this already, right? I love this tactic. I do. I think this tactic doesn't need to change. Don't change this tactic at all. This is a very nice tactic. It's what I call this is frankly, right? It's a very good tactic. But why center back on defense? Wingback attacking, complete wingback. You can play complete wingbacks both sides. Yeah, I think you're better off playing with complete wingbacks instead of wingbacks on attack. I won't do this. Remove this. Distribute the center backs unless you have a terrible defender. He's got terrible players. That may be, but don't do that. I mean, like I will play I would probably play. I mean, it's a personal distinct for me, right? I don't use distribute. I rather. Don't forget, it's a tendency to again the game. It's not a hardcore rule, right? So this is okay. You want to do a distribute, go ahead, but don't. If he makes a mistake, because this guy is running off, right? So he has to bring the ball forward, right? Yeah, see, he brings the ball forward. So if he brings the ball forward, he screws up, then you have a problem. Yeah. So white centre back on defense, tackle other, mark title. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, nice. Wing back, tackle other, fine. Complete wing back. Okay, fine. Mazzala, nice. Goes to half space. Take more risks, close down more, tackle other, mark title. Okay, fine. Carrerello, close down more, tackle. Okay, all right. This is a grumpy group of players who want to break legs. Okay, fine. Yeah, don't change this tactic. This tactic is a good tactic. Set pieces, corners. Okay, don't change your tactic. Your tactic is fine. Unless those are my corner routines. But yeah, this is a good tactic. Play our defense, early cross, run defense. Don't let anybody tell you these two contradict each other. They don't. Actually, it's a quite good combination. But I will remove this. Yeah, I will remove play for set pieces. Don't have that in your tactic. Just take it out. Don't be a wanker. Okay. So, play for set pieces. What you really want to score all your goals? You want all corners and free kicks. Come on, this is a good tactic for crosses. So you want tall strikers in this position, right? The fast. This guy can take more risks, tackle harder. He can also tell you to dribble more. Yeah, if just take the ball and just take on defenders and break the offside trap. Yeah. They tend to score more goals in this position than this position. I don't know how many of you have actually noticed this. Strikers, I don't know, for some strange reason, you can put two world-class, you can put Erling Haaland here one season, then next season put Erling Haaland, he'll score more goals in this position than this position. Don't look at me, don't ask me why, man. Good tactic, just don't make too many changes to the tactic. Yeah, that's a very nice tactic. We have seen our fair share of 5-3-2s on this channel, man. I was playing with it for quite a while. Okay, let's go. Utrecht 4-2-3-1 Janos. Okay, lopsided. Okay, fine. This reminds me of what's that tactic we had? Pantera Rosa, right? My system. Okay, CM1 support. This role can actually be a box-to-box midfielder. It's a very good role for this. Okay, the reason why this tactic doesn't need AP. It doesn't need AP. It needs a shadow striker here, not AP. Don't put AP here. Put a shadow striker here. Okay, there's a very simple reason. This inverted winger is going to give you the width. He's going to create the chances. This guy's going to attack. This guy's going to drop. He's going to hold the attention of defenders. He's going to drop. This inside forward is going to attack this space. This shadow striker is going to attack this space. This inverted winger is going to say, hey, who wants to score my goals today? Right, so you can have an inverted winger in this position. So I would play shadow striker instead of AP on attack. Right. This role can be a box-to-box midfielder. So I will go box-to-box instead of, don't run wide with the ball. No. Don't ask him to go here with the ball. You want him to work with the pressing forward. So the pressing forward is this guy can actually come into the area, score you a lot of goals. Because I have used a box-to-box midfielder in this position. I've used a lot of players in this position. The guys with high aggression and gets forward whenever possible or gets into opposition area and have a high aggression, they score a lot of goals. They swap and they come in and score goals also. Right, so you want a player here, a role like a box-to-box is quite good. The ball-winning midfielder might be a bit too aggressive for the back. Okay, so I will probably use something more static like a DM on defense. Right, DM defense, just keep it static because this is a very difficult system to break down because you're going to use these four to put pressure on opposition backlines, right? So the fullbacks can't really play the ball out of defense. They're just going to, we got players in our face. Boom, lose the ball. Right. This ball-winning midfielder, he's a very good role. You can use a halfback here as well. You can use a DM here. A ball-winning midfielder, the problem with the ball-winning midfielder, he runs around too much, right? So he's got a very big circle of influence. And then he gets out of position. Then you got problems. So DM on defense is actually a better role. Shorter passing pass into space. Low cross, again, not your friend. This tactic will have three kinds of goals. It'll have whip crosses. It will have balls over the top. And it will have cutbacks. But if you put low crosses, you're telling the engine, you know what? I want everything to look pretty to go to the byline. Take it out. Just play with mix. The only time I'll tell you something. I never have low crosses on a tactic unless I am hell bent on creating something that is super pretty with the world's best team, and all I want to do is mesmerize the system with beautiful goals, that kind of thing. Don't just go whipped, okay? Because you're using pass into space some more. So don't go. You got pass into space and everything. The wingback's job is what? Go down to the byline and then kadu backs. Forget it. No. Yeah. Use mixed crosses. Whipped, maybe. Tempo can be quite. Okay. Your tactic is top heavy, so high tempo is good. So your tempo is always going to be either this or this. Alright, this is going to be your friend. But you might see a lot of shots, high, a lot of chances, right? Score low quality, then drop this to here. Yeah. Fairly narrow is ping tong. No. Go standard. Okay. Now again, if you meet a really good team, then drop it. Because you want to keep the ball, you want to place closer together. But if you meet an average team, play with width, man. Width. Lovers are here. All these guys love width. Don't keep passing the ball inside and then go out and inside and out. That's what happens when you're doing a narrow, right? So this is not a bad tactic. It's actually quite good, no? This is a good tactic. Very good tactic. Yeah, Pantera Rosa was like this. I actually had a white target man here. You all saw, right, last season. I put a white target man here. This tactic was brilliant with the white target man. The white target man got the ball, give it to the Shadow Striker score goal. White target man get the ball, holds up the ball, this guy comes, gives it the ball, it goes around this joker, he scores a goal. Yeah, it was a brilliant system. Then white target man plays Shadow Striker says, hey, I saw my inside forward coming to town today, scores a goal. Yeah, this role can be pressing forward, it can be, what's the roles that this tactic used? Pressing forward, DLF for support, don't use an F9. Never use an F9 with this tactic, right? You're overcomplicating the tactic way too much, right? So this is I've used pressing forward, advance forward, and poacher. These are the three best roles for this tactic. Right? All other attackers, forget them, right? You score lots of goals. This is 150 for strikers, right? The best you will do is about 70 goals a season for a striker, shadow striker. He'll score you about 70 goals from this tactic. You're going to get a lot of goals from this guy. Yeah, but if you play with the AP and attack, he just dribbles into the box. Like, you're not getting any bite from this tactic from there. Yeah, this is a very nice tactic, right? Okay. Pantera, last year we did this Pantera Rosa system. Yeah. I mean, you'll find a lot of tactics in my folder. Just so many tactics here, but this is just one set of tactics. This is a new one. I call this blindside. The blindside tactic. Because when I score goals, right, I blindside a lot of teams. So you can do this. I prefer right now this setup. Defensive wingers. So this tricotistas, they drop into this hole, right? Defensive winger get by. A lot of pinging the ball. This guy scores. My goal is 140 goals to this striker. You all know right now I'm obsessed with 150 goal striker, right? So there's a race between me and another guy. Yeah. So I want to beat him to it. So far he has not managed it and I have not managed it, but we're getting close. So both of us are getting quite close. So you can get a lot of goals from this as well. Okay, let's go. Next tactic. But have fun. The whole idea with tactics, just go there, have fun. Have fun with tactics. Don't let rules or somebody else's interpretation of what can work and what cannot work define the way you play. Right? You become a much better player if you learn what the instructions do. In fact, a lot of these instructions are not contradictions. They can work together. Sometimes, it doesn't make sense. Like, low block, we prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Right? But sometimes he can, because prevent short goalkeeper distribution only kicks in when the goalkeeper has a goal kick. So if you're using a 4-2-4 DM and you're playing a low block, then your four strikers in front, they are just going to be the first to press. Right? That's it. So, yeah, it can work, but, you just have to think about it. Try it a couple of games. It doesn't work. Yeah, then, at least you tried. That's the most important thing. The most important in this game, the only reason why I can make so many tactics in such a quick span of time is because I tried everything in this game, right? So don't let other people tell you how the game should be played, right? Like what I'm doing right now. So a lot of you are coming up with very imaginative tactics. Oh, I like this. This is nice. Track AM, pressing forward, goes left and right. Shadow strikers attack this space. Wingback comes up here. Don't use wingback. Complete wingback on attack. Use this role instead. Because if this guy is holding his position, you don't need this guy to just stay on the byline. Because a complete wingback on attack roams. He can enter this space. Underlap is fine. Widest player holds out the ball for internal players. Now the thing is this, right? These two. The problem is this guy is too aggressive. This is how do I put this? This is a very aggressive tactic. You might much higher defensive line. I wouldn't go that far. This guy's gonna run away and he's always gonna be defending. All right, this is like sit back and then this is defensively quite dangerous. The reason is this guy's gonna come. Okay, this much higher defensive line. Your wingback's always gonna be your tactic always play like 2 here. And these guys here, 2-4. Maybe an asthma attack again. This is not a good day for me. Having a bit of an asthma attack. Hold on, guys. I want to get to this tactic. I think it's a good tactic. We just have to be careful. This, you don't need this. You don't need a much higher defensive line if you want them to be high up the pitch, because it influences how high up the pitch they go when they have the ball, right? And you know where they stand when you don't lose the ball. So while this is an out of possession instruction, where your players are in the attacking phase affects them, right? So you got to think about that. So here, while this guy holds position, I probably would use a DM on support here. Use a role that doesn't run around too much, at least, making it harder for the opposition to come. So these guys are going to do a lot of pressure on the backs, right? So you get these two. So use a DM instead of ball-winning midfielder, because ball-winning midfielder might win the ball high up the pitch. Then you might run into trouble at the back. This is not bad. Okay, then I would probably play a higher defensive. Even a standard defensive line is fine. But this tactic with a mid-block, high press. But probably the mid-block is, you're allowing the opposition to attack you and you want to win the ball somewhere around here with a mid-block. You usually win around the halfway line, right? But the opposition is going to come down the flanks all the time and attack you. And you need this guy to bust the gut and get out the pitch, right? So you might have a few issues. So I would probably play this tactic. Slightly higher defensive line, right? Step up more is fine. Okay, uncheck it if you want to. I'll probably increase the pressing a bit more, because you need to put more pressure on defenders. The alternative, of course, is what you're doing. Yeah, I would do the same thing. Roman goes on more. Mark specific player, I think you're going to the fullbacks, right? Or DM. Yeah, fullback. Fullback. I assume this guy is not marking. Only this guy. Okay. This guy, nothing. Okay, thank goodness you didn't go and put. I know I've seen some guys sending tactics where they got all them marking. Don't do that. This can work, yeah. That can work. Pressing, okay, this only thing I don't like is this pressing forward, right? He runs left, right. I mean, he might drop a bit deep once in a while, but not very often. Shadow striker attacks. If you want verticality in this tactic, you have to change this to go pressing forward and support on F9. Then it drops really deep. But you're going to get that from the trequartista. Yeah. Play our defense, be more expressive. Underlap. Fine. Yeah. Counter, distribute quickly, counter press. Okay. I just make those small little changes. Like this DM, this changes to a complete wingback. DP and support is fine. Shadow striker is fine. Yeah. But I'll play high up the pitch. Not so deep, because I'm worried about your flanks. This way, at least you're attacking them, right? Instead of just waiting for them to come at you. Now you're just putting them under pressure. Prevent shot goalkeeper distribution can also be used in your tactic, because this four are just going to come here and here. and prevent the AI from building out play when the goalkeeper has the ball. So you can definitely use prevent short goalkeeper distribution in your tactic. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I gotta check something. Okay, we gotta kids. The kids need to be picked up. You guys know I have children to pick up, man. Yeah, okay. So we got Bolton coming up next. 4-3-3 after my heart. Violence does pass into space. Yeah, defense. My wife must be watching the stream. Oh man. Okay. All right. Inverted winger, CM on attack, wingback on support. Box to box midfielder, inside forward, advanced forward, wingback, ball playing defender, pass into space, play our defense, focus play down the left and the right. Might open space in the center, but it can work. I mean, they just shift to the left and to the right when you're doing things. Okay, fine. Underlap right. Widest player holds out the ball. Okay, fine. Inverted winger might look up. You don't really need an underlap. If you lose the ball here, consider inside forward support, but play him on the right side. So inside forward and support. Okay, if you end up losing the ball a lot here with the inside forward because he comes inside and uses his left foot, right? Okay, play an inside forward here who's very creative. All right, and then getting to create from this side of the pitch with his left foot. Could work. Could also work as well. I mean, I like inside forwards right now. My highest creator is inside forward right now. Inside forward on attack, in fact. This can work. Shoot less often, mark tight. Stay wider. Why? Wingbacks naturally stay wider. Because there's going to be a natural overlap here. You don't have to ask them to sit narrow and stay wide. They will do a natural overlap. Don't create too much of a gap in your tactics, right? So for the AI to exploit. So this is fine. I'm going to remove that. Advance forward, taking more risk. Okay, fine. CM on attack. Will attack the space. Yeah, this is fine. This is good enough already. Pass into space, focus play. Yep. And he's going to attack the space here to try and score some goals mid-block. Trap outside. Don't use this instruction. Do not touch this instruction with a 10-foot pole. Okay? Don't even think about using this instruction. Okay? Why? CM is attacking this way. He's not going to help you trap. He's never going to help you trap, right? So you're going to always end up in a situation where one of these positions is exposed. So I would definitely just use OIs. So when you go into the game, set out OIs. Your OIs are going to be simple, right? Just go tell right foot to left foot to right. For wingbacks as well, you can do the same thing. Wingers, tell them to force them to the right. Left-sided wingers, force them to the keep them crossing the ball. These guys to show them inside. Then what you do in the center, PMs, you tackle hard. MCs, you tackle hard. So what you're doing is you're forcing players by using angles from your OIs. You don't use this. I don't know why my cough is it's because I'm having an asthma attack this way. So this stream might have to stop early. And any hopes of doing a surprise journeyman save later have just evaporated. It's not happening. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a journeyman save. Yeah. I need goals. Let's see this tactic. Okay. Yeah, you don't need goals with this guy here. He's not going to help you. Drift, I think, got wingback coming up this way. DLP. What's this guy doing? Get this guy to attack, man. Sorting up the ball. This wingback is going to come and help you. This wingback is coming this way. This inside forward. Inverted winger on attack. Don't waste time. Go inside forward attack. Okay. So this guy is attacking this way. When you play inverted winger, he's just going to hold up the ball and play one. We only got one fella attacking. So what's the point, right? So play a left-footed player here. Okay. Sometimes score the goal and sometimes can attack the space is much better. So you got wing back, DLP. Just make these changes to your tactic and it'll be fine, right? This AP will support and then move into, no, get him to roam. Yeah, this is more important. You need him to drift right. You get him to roam. This guy is going to drop. 100% is going to drop in this position. So this wing back is going to come and do a natural. Dribble more, stay wider. You don't have to ask him to stay wider. You don't have to tell him to do this. What you really need him to do is take more risks. Okay. That's what you need him to do. Those are the name mark tight. That's the two important instructions you want for him to do. Right. So he gets up, he takes more risk getting up the flanks, and then and then also he will do these longer passes right down the line towards the DLF. Ball playing defender, remove stay wider. I don't know why people do this. Why? Because he's attacking, you want him to come here. Then what happens to this position? A big gap. Remember all those goals where the players come between the two defenders? That's because of the stay wide. Yeah. Don't. That's not something I would do. Pass into space, play our defense, higher tempo. Yeah, this can work. But these are the changes I would make. I wouldn't try to make too many other changes. Mark specific. Who's he marking? Yeah, I mean, you don't need him to do that. Don't ask him to go mark because you need him in the transition. Because what's going to happen is the AI is going to... Because if you are doing prevent short goalkeeper distribution, he's going to go and close down that player anyway, right? Or put pressure on the goalkeeper. So just leave it that way. So these 4 players are going to go and do that for you. I mean, you don't even need to use this instruction half the time. What's more important is this stop cross, right? So these guys, sometimes he will come and help you. If he's got good aggression, he will actually come all the way down here to help you support the play, including this guy who will help as well. Yeah, step up more could be a bit risky for this tactic because if you step up more 1, 2, I mean, every time you lose the ball, they will break shape just to win the ball back, and this could expose you on this side of the pitch. So just be careful with step up more. I'm not saying it's a bad system, but just be careful of this. You don't really need it. Even this tactic can actually be played on a mid block as well. And if you play a mid block, just increase your passing. You just do this tempo, and be fine. Yeah, right defense is actually a very good instruction for this tactic because you got players here whose roles dribble more, and there's a chance that you can create a lot of havoc with this tactic. Yeah, you can score quite a few goals, I bet. Okay. All right. Let's try to see how many more. I won't be able to play any more tactics. I have to talk through the tactics if I'm gonna clear all the tactics. Otherwise, we might have an issue. Where's tactic? Suddenly I'm seeing things. Is BYT here? Oh, everything is different now. Okay. Okay. All right. 4-3-3. Mezzala on attack, inverted winger, no. This combination, you got no width here. There's no width. Change this guy to a winger. He did a winger because otherwise you're not going to create many chances. Yeah, you're just going to waste your tactic. Because this inverted wing back is for control. He's for control. When you play inverted winger, Mezzala on attack and inverted winger here, then all you get is a lot of players in the half spaces, but nobody's attacking your channels. Because this guy running left and right, nobody's coming to score. So what I would do is, so this, and put a focus player here, right? So now you got inverted wing back, Mezzala attacking this place, winger on attack. This guy is drifting the support play, and this guy can come in and score goals for you. Pass into space. I will play pass into space sporadic. I like not all the time. I'll look at the situation before he's passing into space. I would do that for you. I mean, like, don't play pass into straight away. You might lose the ball a lot. But I would just do it like this, right? See the situation. You're gonna take a bit. You put it 60th minute. You bring in some players. That's when maybe you're gonna try pass into space, hit the early cross, and then you can try that. Yeah. But this winger is a much better option here. Winger is gonna give you width. Goes out this way. Mezzala is gonna go into the half space. Inverted wing back. So you're gonna stretch the team down the right side. And inverted winger, wing back is gonna do the roundabout going this way. Yeah. Then you might see a few more. You stretch though, there's nobody attacking the center to score you goals. That's the thing. So maybe change this guy to a box-to-box midfielder. Right, so I will change him to a box-to-box midfielder. Then you get at least this guy at least coming in late to try and score some goals. All right, so next. Okay, bing bing. All right, yeah, 4-3-3 attacking Pep Barca-esque. Halfback splits. Okay, this when you play a halfback, I recommend using both the ball playing defenders. The guys that either left and right can bring the ball forward because you got a wing back coming on attack. This guy coming on attack. This is a lot of attack duties in your tactic. I mean, I wouldn't do this. This is too dangerous. You might lose the ball a lot of the time. Right. So I would go inverted winger on support. You get like all these players into the final third. This guy's doing a natural overlap. This guy coming in, then you score. I would just play this as inverted wingers on support. You don't need a lot of attack duties here, right? So what you'll see is this guy dropping, this guy attacking the space, this guy going around, this guy going around. You can even work ball into box. Yeah, okay. Everything is short passing. Yeah, fine. Counter press, counter, distribute to fullbacks. Yeah, drop off more when you lose the ball. Yeah, this is how I set it up. This guy can dribble more. Okay, if you want to carry a bit more. This guy's because you have this halfback coming, right? You form a three. Then this two will dribble the ball out. Wingback's going to be positioned high up the pitch. They can play the wingback in. You can play the roaming playmaker. The wingback goes around the inverted winger, and you get this guy dropping in. This CM is going to be a top scorer. So find somebody who gets further for someone who likes to get into a opposition area or arrives late in opponent's area. That's the play that you want for your tactic because he's going to score you the most number of goals. He's going to come for a central midfielder on attack. Most of the time, you'll see him scoring all the tactics instead of the other players. So that's the main score because you created that kind of a tactic. Right? So I would recommend that you look out for that player. 4-2-2-2-2-2 box. Okay, pressing forward, advance forward, attacking this way, inside forward. Okay. AP though. AP probably this AP role is this guy is too far away. This inverted wing back is coming this way. This AP, he just holding up. This guy's roam and create a lot. Okay, I mean it could work. It could work. Probably is this guy's in mark harder, tackle harder as well. Okay, so this guy's gotta really do a lot of work. Yeah, he's gonna roam and these guys are gonna be close together. Yeah. Now, in fact, what I would do is I'll swap. No? I put the inside forward here. I put the inverted winger here. Okay. Now you got I can't. I put a winger on support. Yeah, winger on support. Inverted wing back coming AP. The AP can do a cross diagonal to this side to the inside forward. Still not working. Yeah, I go to your original setup. Let's try our original setup. I think our original setup is slightly better. Okay. Yeah, looking at original setup. BY, AP, inside forward, attacking this space. Okay, what you do is this guy drops. Advanced forward is going here. Pressing forward on support is here. Okay, this will solve you a lot of issues. Pressing forward support is the one that's going to drop. Inside forward is going to attack the space. AP comes around here. He might do a quad. He might drop one across inside forward. Inverted winger can also drop one over the top of this guy. Right, so this is the way I would set it up. Right, so fullback attack is fine. Inverted wing back here is fine. But I would swap these two. It'll be a bit better. This guy has to do a lot of work though. So I would go like dribble more. Not dribble more. I think we need a mark tighter, tackle harder. Do a lot of hard work in midfield. Right. You need this guy to score. Yeah. Yeah. Central midfielders attack right now are very, very good. I mean, they've been good in Football Manager 23 for a very long time. Since I think Alpha, everyone has been screaming, oh no, I'm scoring too many goals to CM on attack, that kind of thing. Yeah, so those are very good roles to pick. I'm sorry I have to zip through all this. My asthma is making it very hard for me. I try to breathe through my mouth. So Danny Dots next tactic. Okay. Volante on attack here. Changes or volante on attack. Okay. Reason I want to change is because using an anchorman. He's not going to run too far away. This guy will keep up with this player, and then you can go around the AM on support who is roaming from position and moving to channels. Okay. You want him to roam, right? AM on attack, I don't know. Okay, I mean, yeah, can. You can keep this AM on attack here. Poacher attack, but I would definitely change this volante. Okay. Attacking, slightly higher tempo, distribute, playing a mid block. Yeah, because you're in a mid block. So these guys are all going to drop deep. I mean, I'll probably play like this. Yeah. This guy is a poacher. He's going to stay in the box though. That's the only downside with this role. So you might not see a lot of lateral movements or a lot of like pressure coming with the wing backs dropping crosses. So your crossing should always be mixed. Yeah. But I would change that. Just the same thing I would do. Okay. These roles, the way to go is complete wing backs on attack. 100%. I would do the same thing. But generally, I think this is not bad. It's quite good. Volante on attack. Oh man, this is getting tough. Yeah, okay. All right. Sorry, I'm having to zip through this. Okay, we got. And then, am I looking at? Yeah, what happened, man? I had a very organized way of doing it just now. 4-2-2-2-2. We just did, right? Yeah, this is Danny Dots. I think this is the Danny Dot system. Okay. Oh shit, this is a goal gun. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We done this 4-2-2-2. We done this. We've Danny Dots. Chaser, your tactic. Holy cow. Bombing box to box, AM support, DLF on support, wing back on attack. Hoofing the ball up. Stay wider, tackle harder. Take few risks. Yeah, I don't want them to run away, right? This is crazy, man. DLF was support coming there. This is the hoofball tactic. I don't problem with this is I have to play this tactic, man. But this can work, bro, in PvP. He can definitely add a roam. So this guy, get him to drop a bit more. Okay, box to box. This wingback is going to come here, support you here. Get him to do a cross diagonal. Okay, far post. Cross him deep. Okay. Alright, so get him to do a cross diagonal from here. Far post is the deep where the DLF is going to attack. Advanced forwards, get him to take more risks. You got no fast into space, right? Floater crosses. Okay, fine. Game on support, roaming. This guy comes up. The only thing is, I know you don't want to take a risk, but I'd rather like to have a ball playing defender pushing up. But I can understand why you don't want to use that. Don't use halfback. The only role that works here is a ball winning midfielder because you got nothing. But this DLF is like a diamond, right? Yeah, I get this. This guy's going to drop. Comes deep to get the ball. You don't want that trait in this player. So what you have here is roam from position and move into channels. Yeah, that's the change I'll make. You need to go ding, ding. Okay, up. But this is interesting, man. Yeah, this I think it can work. Mix floated. Okay, I get. Yeah, floated. There's a time and a place to use it. But if you got tall players, then why not? Yeah, stop crosses may not be your friend. Yeah, but this could work. Box to box midfielder, good choice. Yeah, it's okay, but just one or two small changes only for the tactic. Okay, asymmetric shadow striker. Hang on a minute, haven't box to box shadow striker, winger, wing back. Winger. Wing back attack, DM, winger. Upping. Cross from deep, take more risks. Okay, ask this guy to cross from deep, mark tight. Okay, what will happen is we want this guy to cross a bit earlier, somewhere around here. Okay, wing back will come in and then you can underlap left, overlap right. Okay. Alright, so that can work now. With those instructions, it might even help you a bit more. Yeah, so this guy will cross from earlier, this area, then drop it into this area. This is a very defensive side. So underlap, white, wing back. Again, this you pick. I wouldn't put underlap here. Yeah. I'll just leave it like this. So that this guy can attack, come in and attack. Yeah, so he can come in and attack. If you put the underlap, then really what's gonna happen is these guys gonna create for these two again. If you want to have an underlap, I'm not saying don't use it. It can work, but you don't need it, right? Slightly higher tempo, no. Go with standard tempo. Don't go like you got so many players in attack. Don't play a lower. Okay, the rule of thumb, the rule of thumb I follow is this: if I'm a top heavy, I never use lower tempo. Yeah, because I got so many players in attack, I don't waste my time getting the ball up the pitch. So you want to get the ball up the pitch as quickly as you can, right? So this could work. So this, I will make those small changes, right? Take more risk for this guy. This could work, and then I'll raise your tempo, right? Counter is fine. Yeah, other than that, don't see any changes. This is a not bad tactic. A lot of asymmetric tactics look like that right now. Okay, the last tactic is the easiest tactic. 3-4-2 Roma. Okay. Hey! Wing back attack. Hey! Go complete lah. Complete his life. Okay. Attack. Rome. Go forth and conquer. Yeah. Rocket done. Nice. PF on attack goes left, right, shadow striker. Nice. Wing back. Hey, this is a good tactic. We just did this, didn't we? I mean, just now we were playing one tactical system. I changed it to this, right? Yeah, this is fine. Underlap just affects the initial position. It tells the widest player to hold up the ball, looking for inside runs. Yeah, this is a very nice. I mean, I like this tactic. Okay, mark tight here. That is wider players to mark a bit tighter. That's it. Okay. Get closer. This guy's also defensive. We can do the same thing. Yeah. But it's a simple tactic. Don't play for set pieces. Don't be that player. Don't be that player. Please don't be that player. Come on, I know you can win the game through open play goals. Believe in yourself. Okay. Alright. So, yep. Sweet. This is a very nice tactic. And we were just playing it just now. Alright, guys. Okay, I have to call it right now because as you probably heard me just now, I was struggling through the stream because I was struggling. I had asthma attacks, man. You know, for me, when I get asthma attacks, I cough a lot. I cough so much, right? So it becomes very hard for me to breathe after a while, and I have to go and get my medication because I haven't had an asthma attack for like a long ass time. I don't even have the bloody inhaler on the table. Yeah, I know. In emergencies, I go take the inhaler. Normally, I don't even have the inhaler. I work out so much now. I haven't had that problem, man. Yeah, but I need to go. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. I hope I was able to help you guys out. Meanwhile, please stay safe. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys very, very soon. See you tomorrow for the Journeyman Safe. I'm sorry I couldn't answer any questions, but hey, man, before I lose my voice, which is going to happen, and I might even sound very different. And so it's bad enough. My voice has a lot of bass. It's just going to get worse from now. Bye-bye.